This is 1 week after the race, and I've come to Croydon to meet John and Mark Adcock, the winners of the Bordeaux Classic. Good morning, Mark.
Morning, Keith.
Congratulations on your Bordeaux win, mate. Tell us about your race. What time did you clock?
We clocked 3 minutes past 6 at first Pigeon, and another one close behind him at 11 minutes past.
Yeah, how many did you get on the day?
We had 4 in a day, which was quite good going. We sent 15.
Yeah, it's
brilliant.
brilliant. It's 40, I believe, in all.
Yeah, I heard there was 40 on the day.
Yeah, good race. So, what was your build up to the racing?
Well, preparation with them birds, they had about 5 or 6 channel races, most of them, with the Classic, South East Classic or the National.
Yeah.
And there was consistent pigeons. So, you know, we picked 15 out we thought could do the job, and hopefully we got 4.
Yeah, you like all racing, don't you?
I love all racing, yes. You know, I like to race every week. I couldn't keep pigeons just for classic racing or for the distance. I do like to race every Saturday.
How many times you won the combine?
We won the combine 5 times, my father and myself, once on the north and 4 times on the south.
Yeah, fantastic racing, mate. What system you racing?
100% widowed.
Yeah.
We have tried ends, but we feel it's so much work involved that it's not worth it at the end of the day. So we've got a big team of cocks. I mean, we usually start off with 36 cocks. So this year we had 40 plus because I ended up with 30 odd yearlings. So hopefully we'll be down to 36 this year because we find that's more comfortable.
Yeah, tell us a few things about your system. When did you start? When did you pair up?
They're all paired up the same weekend, which is about the 14th of January. That's all our race birds, stock birds, the lot, and the eggs are floated from the stock under the race. Obviously we breed out 1 or 2 top race cocks, and that's it. They rear a pair of youngsters. The day the youngsters go away, the ends are taken away and the cocks are then on widowed. Yeah,
so have you got 2 teams, or is it just all one team?
No, they're all one team really. They go from the first race to the last, the whole team. Even the channel cocks that we've got mapped out, they start the first open race, which is in either March or April, and they race every week right through the line. Once we get to the channel, then they're eased up. They might go once a fortnight to the channel, or they might go to the channel every week for 6 weeks running. Yeah,
do you break them down, all the channel pigeons in it?
They're all broke down, all our pigeons, but the channel birds are obviously built up a couple of days earlier, but they all get to purity from the Saturday and the Sunday.
Yeah, how about training?
Training, that old birds, they don't get no training at all after the first race. They're just left to get fit round home, which is hour morning, hour at night. Yeah.
What families do you keep them, Mark?
Predominantly Guernsey's now. It was predominantly Bouchard a few years ago, but the Guernsey's we've obviously found have got a bit faster, so you know they've weakened the Bouchards out. But we've got 1 or 2 other strains of. We've got the odd Marcellis. And the odd Van Loon, which is in with the Guernsey's, but we've had a lot of success with the Guernsey's sprinting down at the distance, so they're more or less coming into their own now.
Yeah, so it's saying that they top the fed inland and across the water with your pigeons, don't they?
Yeah, they've won the fed 5 times this year.
Brilliant.
So,
was that inland?
Inland, yeah.
Yeah, good team.
Yeah.
Well done, Mark.
Thanks very much, Keith.
This is your classic winner, Mark. Tell me about him. What family is he?
He's mostly Guernsey, but he's 3/4 Guernsey and 1/4 Bouchard.
Yeah. Has he won anything previous?
He's scored just a minor card really, but he's had 5 channel races, including an immense national and the Tours Yearling Classic.
Yeah. Have you got a name for him?
Yeah, we called him Jack Supreme, after my boy.
After your lad?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, mate. Beautiful pigeon. Jack Supreme. First open, L&SECC Classic Club, Bordeaux. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Keith.
Congratulations on winning the Bordeaux Classic, mate.
Appreciate it very much.
5 times first combine, now the Classic. What's next?
That's all right.
Yeah, I hope so, mate. It'd be great.
Yeah, I'd love to see him do well because he is dedicated.
Yeah.
7 days a week, that boy cleans out every single day of the week, all through the year.
He's one of the best, mate.
And, one of the best, yeah. And I always believe in cleanliness anyway.
Yeah. How long have you been in the sporting, John?
I raced pigeons in the old West Croydon, 1945.
Yeah.
Which is a long time ago, really. And I won the first race across the water, which was a bit of a feat. I was only a young lad of 18 then. And I won races all the way through, and
Yeah.
in this garden, I could never remember a year going by without I didn't win a young bird race. But he's won as many as 8 young bird races, but
Yeah, it's
he's
brilliant.
better than me.
You used to do a bit of convoying, didn't you?
I did. I was convoy for 10 years. I was with old Dido Murray, great man,
Yeah.
character all on his own. And then Dave Lurkin's come under my wing. He wanted to learn convoying and whatnot. And me and Dave done it for 2 or 3 years. So, you know, I've done it about 10 years, but it was a very great experience.
Yeah, I love it too,
And
mate.
you meet great people.
You do. Yeah.
Including Johnny Goodwin.
John.
Yeah, lovely man.
Yeah, great convoy, mate.
Yeah. Yes, a gentleman, a thorough gentleman.
Yeah, so what's your favourite racing in, John? What sort of distances you like the favourites?
I don't like races over 400 miles.
No?
No, this Bordeaux is the distance. I've won Bordeaux years ago, but I think Poe's a little bit too much for Pigeon.
Yeah.
They're good pigeons that fly Poe. They're better pigeons at winning. And I mean, you know, you could 5,000 pigeons go to Poe. There can only be one winner.
Yeah.
And say 20 pigeons that get home the first 20.
Yeah.
But you can't say all them other pigeons are bad pigeons. But are they bred to do the job? 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours, what's a lot of flying with pigeons?
It does, John. Well, you've been in the sport a long time, mate.
Oh, definitely.
Has things improved over the years, do you think, or got worse?
No, I think the food stuff is improved. I think the fancier ship is not.
No.
There's too many little small clubs, 5s and 6s in clubs. You know, Croydon's a big place. It should be one big, decent club.
Yeah.
And I mean, we wouldn't have all our own way, and nobody else would have all their own way. You get your little bit of success now and again as it comes along. Your pigeons are fit, and you do well.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
But I think with the unions should step in and say, if you're in the vicinity of that club, you can join it.
Yeah.
They can't refuse you.
Too much cutting people out as well,
That's
John.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's killing it. Well, John, once again, mate, congratulations. Terrific
Thank
performance.
you very much, Cleve. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much indeed.
John and Mark Adcock, first open, London South East Classic Club, Bordeaux. It's a lovely Sunday morning at the end of August. We've come over to Addleston in Surrey to visit the classic winning loft of Derrick Squires. Good morning, Derrick.
Morning, Keith.
Congratulations on winning the classic race from Guernsey.
Thank you very much.
Probably third as well.
Yes, we had a very good race.
Yeah, your youngsters are on fire this year, aren't they?
Yeah, they're doing extremely well. I think we were 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th in the first race. We won the next one. I think we took the first 5. We were 2nd in the other one, following up. We took the first 5 the following week, and yesterday we took the first 3.
Fantastic, mate. I hope you're going to send to the National next week.
I am. I've got 7 of these young hens that all went to the classic race, and they're going back to the National, and let's hope we can have as much success there as we did with the classic.
Yeah, that classic was a good race, wasn't it?
Yeah, exceptionally good. I mean, I had the one bird on her own first, and she landed on the loft, came onto the track. Another one followed her, and I lost 4 minutes getting the 2 of them in. And we're lucky enough to be first and probably 3rd, maybe 4th, we don't know.
Yeah, returns were very good too.
Yeah, I sent 10. I had 7 very quick, and the other 3 were all within an hour of the first bird. So, I mean, we had an exceptionally good race.
Yeah, Guernsey's a good race point, really,
It's
mate.
a very good race point for me. Seaton I hate, to be quite honest.
Yeah, the disaster the fed that day,
Disastrous
didn't he?
race. I mean, I dropped 9 young pigeons there, and they'd all been trained extremely well, and I just don't know why. They clashed with something, and I've had
Yeah.
nothing reported, and I just
Funny old day.
You know, I just can't understand why it's happened.
Tell us a little bit about your management of young birds. You race to darkness?
I do. I put my youngsters on darkness when I wean them. Regardless of their ages, I always take them off on the 1st of June. They might be on it for 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, but I'll never keep them on longer than the 1st of June. I'll leave them off for 2 weeks, just running around the loft and whatever, then I start training them.
Yeah, how many training tosses you give them?
My first toss is 10 miles, which is from Purbright, from where I live. And I don't mollycoddle them. They have 2 10 miles, and then I'll go 20, 30, 40 as often as I can. And once I get them to 40 mile, that's where I like to keep them, which is sort of Winchester area.
Yeah.
And in preparations for classics and nationals, I like to use Ailing Island to get right down on the beach and let them go off the front there. And that's what I did for my classic pigeons. I took them down 3 times, and that's, you know,
Do you race them to the perch?
A good line up.
Do they race to the perch?
To the perch, but I do have deep perches as well. I've got nest bowls in them all, and I put pot eggs in there, and if they want to play around with them, if they want to pair up, they do. I've got no hard and fast rules with them.
How about feeding?
Feeding, I feed them a light diet mix in the mornings, about ½ an ounce, and then they have a good ounce of general mixture in the evenings. And basically, an hormone form I've used since the day it was ever introduced into the...
great stuff.
And I've always used it and swear by it. A lot of people think it's nonsense, but each to his own.
No, it's very oily. I think it's very good for the feather,
it's not. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be as oily as it used to be. When it first came on the market, it was as sticky as hell, and I thought, God, blimey. But now it's, you know, wonderful stuff, I think. And there's nothing to hide. I use Avaform in the water. Basically, that's it. We inject every year, which I hate doing. I think it's about time we stopped it, but who am I, you know?
The thing is with youngsters, though, Derek, you find 1 year you can breed from the same pigeons, and they just seem to click, don't they, some years, youngsters?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I just did this year, I mean, I had to pair this very good cock of mine out of the Arden lines that I've had for a good number of years, because the old boy, he's 10, and he's not filled his eggs for the last couple of years, and his son was my first bird out of San Sebastian on the day last year in the National, finished 107th Open. And I thought, well, I'll pair him back to his sister and just to keep the line going. Yeah.
This is your classic one, Derek?
Yeah, this is her.
Has she got a name?
Checker hen. We've named her after my wife, called her Vera's Delight.
Yeah. Class looking pigeon. What family is she?
She's a Jan Arden line I've had for a good number of years. I only fly 2 families, Jan Arden and Jansen.
Yeah.
And she's bred down from a very good cock of mine. It was 107th Open San Sebastian last year in the National.
Yeah.
And she's from a brother and sister mating.
Yeah,
that's very close, but
it's paid off.
Reasons being that I want to keep the bloodline going, because the old cockers who bred is responsible for all of them. He's bred me scores of pigeons that were always there, you know, when it gets tough and whatever. And
This is a scene inside Derrick's young bird loft. As he's previously said, the box perches are nice and deep, so he can put bowls in. And if the youngsters want to play around and pair up, they can. Needless to say, they look in fantastic condition, and these youngsters really are on fire.
So far this year.
Alright, I've got to say, congratulations again, mate.
Thanks a lot.
You deserve it wholeheartedly, because you are one of the workers in your sport. You do a lot of work for the club, I know.
Yeah, well, I do all the clocks. I've been a clock setter since when I started pigeoning at the age of 15. The late Bert Elliott sat me down. For those that don't know, was Fred's elder brother.
Yeah.
And he said, right, sit there. He put a 2-lay clock in front of me. He said, watch me. And I had to watch him and learn him one lesson, and that was my clock setting experience, and that's how it started. I've been doing them ever since.
Yeah. Well done, mate.
Thanks a lot.
Derrick Squires, first open, London South East Classic, Guernsey 1.